Hey man, it's another plot twist in this ongoing motherfucking cycle between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, bro. It's some next level shit to the point where we don't even know what's good anymore because new evidence, or lack of evidence I guess, basically is making the situation look like Tory has actually been telling the truth and shit. But hey, we finna get into that shit real fast. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Now let's fucking go and run this shit the fuck up. Alright, so Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. I made a video on this recently. I was basically saying how previously in their court proceedings, before their actual case starts, it was looking like Tory Lanez was in the wrong because they basically came up with evidence saying that the gun was under the seat that he was in by the police officer, and it looks like it was still hot when she went and found it. And I don't know, it wouldn't make sense for a superstar, mega platinum artist or whatever, to if the person who was fighting with Megan Thee Stallion, who was I guess romantically involved with him, and Megan Thee Stallion were fighting, and she were to shoot her, then it wouldn't make sense for fucking Tory Lanez to be the one that got the gun and put it under her seat, you know? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that, you know? Especially being who he is. And it's definitely some shit where it's I was kind of struggling to find a reason for why he would even do that in the first place. I guess that's what he was trying to say. He was trying to say that he was the person that was trying to mediate the fight, I guess, or he was the one that took the blame for it, even though it was really her. And I guess he's saying that he's not. It's such a weird situation that doesn't even make sense, but I guess that's what they were saying. But then another turn kind of comes that Megan Thee Stallion can't even produce the bullet fragments that were in her foot, and I guess alongside that they can't really even produce a medical report or nothing like that to kind of take place of that. So it's I don't know, it's looking fishy, man, because it's wouldn't you, I thought all doctors were supposed to legally report bullet wounds and shit like that. I thought that was the case, and I feel if it were the case that she got shot, they would definitely have some type of medical documentation about that, you know? But they're unable. They were calling upon it in trial. Even one of the sergeants in the case was saying they were not able to find it, and it's the police are saying they aren't able to find it. It's super weird. Don't you, I mean, I guess she could have just gotten it and thrown it out, but it's you were gonna press charges on someone, so it's that seems pretty important evidence. I would say that's not just some tooth or some shit you're getting back from the dentist that you're throwing out. That's whole ass bullet fragments that are going to be used in court to prove whether or not this nigga did it or not. So I guess we're just going his word against hers, and we haven't really heard anything. But it seems I don't know if I can even make a guess. I feel if she did get shot, maybe it was a ricochet or some shit and something grazed her, but it just doesn't make sense. It's not consistent, and I guess we're gonna have to figure out more once more information comes out. But it's that's a big giant gaping hole in the story, if not almost disproves it, to the point where I'd say that it's definitely looking more there's something else afoot. But they were also bringing up the fact that he has some type of call where he was calling somebody in jail, and he was repeatedly pleading, saying I'm sorry. So I don't even understand. They were trying to use that against him, but then it's if they can't even produce a bullet fragments, isn't that some shit that they would definitely be holding on to? Somebody got to be holding on to that shit, don't you think? It has to be somewhere, and if they're unable to find it, it's even if it did happen, it's 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 not pics or it didn't happen, but it's I don't know, man. You really need to come up with some type of solid evidence. We can't just take your word on this shit, especially when it comes to locking a nigga up for years, or deporting him, or ruining his whole career and shit. We can't just go by he said, she said. We need to see real ass evidence, because it's if it's not on one side and it's not on the other, it lies somewhere in between, and I'm guessing that's what it's at this point, because there's so many tricks and turns, I don't even know if we'll ever really know what happened. And maybe they were so fucked up that they honestly don't even know what the fuck happened, because it's looking like they honestly don't know what the fuck happened. But the amount of like shit that keeps changing up, the amount of shit that comes out in the news and new testimonies and new evidence and all this other shit, man, niggas are fucking like, I don't know, coming to conclusions that don't even make sense. But all I know is, if this shit ends up being capped, that she didn't even get shot, then I feel like her career is over with. Because it's like, I don't know, like it's like some Jussie Smollett shit, man. If you're like pointing fingers at someone else and saying something and you're unable to prove it, and it isn't, turns out that it's actually the opposite, it's like, you might as well, you should have just earlier just said that you were capping, or should have just said, I don't remember really what happened, or something like that. Because it's like, if you're going years upon years upon years of carrying this shit and it ends up being a lie, I don't know how anyone can fuck with your shit. Not your diehard fans, or just like the average type of person that just listens to music and enjoys rap music, who's supposed to like ultimately gonna be the person that be buying your records and shit. But, or it just doesn't matter and people just have a short memory. But honestly, I'm interested in what the fuck happens in this case, because it's like, this shit has gone on hella long. Nobody even knows what the fuck is going on. It's like Judge Judy or some shit. This shit's like, I would think that this is like promotion, and then this is all fake, and this is like some dramatized shit, the way that there's twists and turns like a soap opera. But at this point, this is all in court and this is all real. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Tory Lanez is the real person that really did do this, and that we're the ones wrong, and they do find the fragments, and they do find like a medical report or something like that. Then this nigga's a guaranteed psycho, because then he's pretending like he didn't do it. But it's like, I feel like the answer to this is really lies somewhere in between. Maybe the girl that was there was the one that shot her. Maybe Megan Thee Stallion is the one that's like actually doesn't know what's going on and she thinks she got shot. Maybe she stepped on glass. But hey, until they give us more evidence, we gotta just wonder, right? But let me know in the comments what the fuck you think happened. If you think that maybe she's capping, you think Tory Lanez is capping, let me know, because honestly, I have no idea, and we gotta try to figure this out. But hey, man, real say shit. You already know what the fuck going on. Like, comment, subscribe. Link in the description for the merch. Peace.